Why do we train our dogs? A lot of times we think, well, we're training them so they'll be more obedient, so that they won't disobey us, so that they'll listen better. In reality, we train our dogs so that they can learn to speak English as a second language. That's right, dogs don't speak English. It's through training that we teach them word by word to pair a behavior with a word. For example, looking at me when I say your name. Your name is that cue that says, hey, look at the person that just said that word. When I say sit, it means put your tail on the floor. When I say come, it means run towards me. So word by word, I'm teaching them to pair a behavior, one behavior, with one word. In long run, I'm teaching them to speak English so that I can communicate with them, so that when I ask them to do something, they actually know what I want them to do, versus just hurling language at them over and over and over and over and getting really frustrated when they don't listen to me. So I think it's really important why we train our dogs and how we think about training our dogs. In other words, if you can just break it down really simply and say to yourself, this dog has no clue what I'm saying. He doesn't know what I want. He doesn't know what to do. It's my responsibility and my job as part of the training process to teach him what all these words mean. In other words, what are the things I would like him to do so that he can actually do them and be successful at them. Where people get really frustrated with their dogs is when they don't really understand that their dog doesn't have a clue what they're saying to them, especially a new puppy or a dog that's new to your home, and they come home and you're just hurling information at them and asking them to do lots and lots of things. They don't have a clue what you're talking about. Then the labels start. He's lazy, he's dominant, he's difficult, she thinks she's the alpha dog, she's a hardhead. All of these things start happening and we start slapping labels on this untrained dog when the dog doesn't have a clue what it's supposed to do. Now, if we leave it up to our dog to decide what they would like to do, they'll figure it out, but it's going to be the way a dog thinks. I'm bored, I'm gonna chew on your shoe. I want your attention, I'm gonna bark at you. I want something in the kitchen, I'm just gonna go steal it off the counter. So if we leave dogs up to their own devices, they're gonna do what dogs do and what comes naturally. And they have no idea that it's the wrong thing to do. They're just doing what comes naturally. Opportunity is there, they take advantage of the opportunity. We're not there to supervise or intervene or redirect, so they keep doing it. Dogs perfect what they practice. So if they keep practicing behaviors you don't like, they're gonna get really good at them. Or you can teach them what you want them to do and they can get really good at that if they practice that. So my experience, whether it's my own dogs or working with clients, is we have to just start with the basics. We are training our dog so that we can communicate with them, so that we can teach them to do the things that we want them to do, so the dog knows what's expected of them, they know what they're supposed to do. So you take away all this confusion about why is he doing this and why is she acting this way and my dog doesn't behave. If we're asking our dog to do something that, one, we've never worked on, two, we haven't given a name to it, we haven't put a cue on it, and three, we haven't practiced it, why in the world would we expect them to do it? We should expect them to just do whatever they're doing that we don't like because they don't know any better. So whether you're taking a group class or doing private training or working with your dog at home, training isn't just about having an obedient dog. It's about having a dog who actually understands what it is you want from them. We work with our dogs, I feel like I'm always, a team with my dog. We work together. And dogs, for the most part, they like to work. They're working animals. They don't like to just sit around all day doing nothing. So for a dog, training is fun. It's mental stimulation. They enjoy it. They get to be with people. If you're using reward-based training, it's very enjoyable for them. So think about training as the way that you're going to build that bond with your dog so you can communicate with them, which is going to reduce the frustration and make your time with them a lot more enjoyable. So have fun training your dog. See you soon.